A few years ago, I was stuck in a cycle working a full-time job, barely saving anything, and wondering how others managed to create financial freedom from their couches. I didn't have any special skills, no startup capital, and definitely no expensive equipment. But I did have one thing, a basic laptop and a desire to change my life. After a lot of trial and error, I finally discovered 3 online side hustles that not only made sense for my lifestyle, but actually started bringing in real money. Within a couple of months, I was consistently earning an extra $500 every week, sometimes more. It was enough to pay down debt, build savings, and even fund a few vacations. If you're someone with a laptop, internet connection, and the drive to try something new, these side hustles could work for you too. Let me break down exactly what I did, how I got started, and how much I earned from each hustle. But before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Number 3. Freelance writing. I never planned to become a freelance writer. In fact, I stumbled into it by accident. I was browsing job boards one night and saw a post asking for someone to write a blog about personal finance. I had no formal writing experience, but I figured, why not? I pitched myself honestly. I told them I wasn't a professional, but that I was a fast learner and a clear communicator. To my surprise, they gave me a shot. That first article paid $50. It took me nearly 4 hours to write, but I was hooked. Someone was willing to pay me for my words. To scale up, I started looking at popular freelance sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and ProBlogger. I also joined a few Facebook groups where freelance writers shared job leads. I quickly learned how to write faster, research more efficiently, and format articles the way clients liked. Within 3 months, I had regular clients. Some were bloggers who needed weekly posts. Others were small businesses looking for email newsletters, product descriptions, or web content. I charge anywhere from $50 to $150 per piece, depending on the length and complexity. On average, I would write 3 to 5 pieces per week. If I was particularly focused, I could earn $300 just from writing alone. It never felt like work in the traditional sense. I could write from a cafe, on a plane, or late at night in pajamas. There were no meetings, no commutes, and no pressure beyond delivering what I promised. The best part, over time, I got faster and better. What used to take me 3 hours now took 1. I was earning more while working less, and my writing portfolio kept growing, which meant I could charge higher rates and attract better clients. Freelance writing isn't just about being a grammar nerd. It's about being curious, helpful, and good at simplifying ideas. If you can do that, there's a massive market out there waiting for you. Number 2, selling digital products. This one took a bit more upfront work, but it paid off in a big way. I started creating and selling digital products like planners, checklists, and templates on Etsy and Gumroad. At first, I wasn't sure anyone would actually buy a printable meal planner or a content calendar for social media, but they did, over and over again. The beauty of digital products is that you create them once and sell them endlessly. There's no shipping, no packaging, and no inventory. Just design, upload, and promote. My first product was a set of budgeting templates. I made them using Google Sheets and Canva. I priced them at $5, uploaded them to Etsy, and waited. For the first 2 weeks, nothing happened. Then one day I got a sale, then another, then a few more. I made $100 that first month. To scale, I created more products, goal trackers, workout logs, content planners, wedding checklists, you name it. I also learned how to write better product descriptions, use better keywords, and create Pinterest pins that led people to my store. Eventually, I had over 20 products listed. Some were evergreen, like budgeting tools. Others were seasonal, like New Year's goal planners. I started averaging $150 to $250 a week in passive income. Some weeks were slower, but during holidays and back-to-school seasons, sales would spike. This hustle taught me the power of creating something once and letting it work for you. It felt like magic to wake up and see PayPal notifications from people buying a product I made months ago. The tools I used were all free or low cost. Canva for design, Google Drive for storage, and Etsy or Gumroad for selling. Once I got the hang of it, I could create a new product in a day or two. If you have an eye for design or even just an idea for something helpful people would use, digital products are a great way to build a steady stream of income without constant work. Number 1, virtual assistants. The third hustle that completed my $500 a week system was offering virtual assistants. Virtual assistants, or VAS, help businesses with tasks like email management, scheduling, data entry, customer service, and social media posting. I started by helping a friend who ran a small e-commerce store. She needed help managing customer questions and posting updates on Instagram. She paid me $15 per hour for about 10 hours a week. That was an easy $150. After a couple of weeks, I realized this could be scaled. I created a simple website outlining the services I offered. Nothing fancy, just a clean page with what I could help with: inbox management, content scheduling, calendar organizing, and customer support. Then I reached out to entrepreneurs in Facebook groups, on LinkedIn, and through cold emails. I introduced myself as a virtual assistant specializing in time-saving tasks for small businesses. I offered a free 1-hour trial session to show how I worked. Before long, I had 2 steady clients. One was a podcast host who needed help scheduling interviews and uploading episodes. The other was a coach who wanted someone to clean up her inbox and keep track of appointments. Between the 2 of them, I was working about 12 to 15 hours a week and making around $250. What I loved about virtual assistants was how varied the work was. One day, I'd be organizing a spreadsheet. The next day, I'd be responding to DMs or proofreading newsletters. It kept things interesting, and I was always learning new tools like Trello, Notion, Slack, and Calendly. Most clients didn't care about degrees or certifications. They just wanted someone reliable, organized, and good at following directions. If you can check those boxes, there's a growing demand for VAs, especially as more entrepreneurs and solopreneurs launch online businesses. The flexibility was amazing. I could choose how many hours I wanted to work, what types of tasks I preferred, and which clients I said yes to. Over time, I raised my rates and even started offering packages instead of hourly rates, which helped me earn more in less time. Putting it all together, individually, each of these side hustles helped me earn a few $100s a week, but together, they built a system that reliably brought in over $500 weekly, often more. Here's how I structured my average week. Freelance writing, $300 from 3 to 4 articles. Digital products, $150 from Etsy and Gumroad. Virtual assistant work, $100, $200 depending on hours. Of course, some weeks were better than others, but the beauty of this approach was that if one hustle slowed down, the others could pick up the slack. I wasn't relying on one source of income. I had multiple streams, and that gave me peace of mind. The other thing that helped was setting boundaries. I made sure not to overload myself. I didn't want to feel like I had 3 full-time jobs. Instead, I built systems, templates, automations, checklists that helped me work smarter, not harder. For example, I used templates for writing client emails, saved outlines for blog articles, and reused design elements across my digital products. This saved hours every week and reduced burnout. You don't need a fancy office, a business loan, or even a ton of experience to start earning real money online. All you need is a laptop, some time, and the willingness to learn. These 3 side hustles, freelance writing, selling digital products, and offering virtual assistant services, gave me exactly that. They're low-risk, beginner-friendly, and scalable. Most importantly, they're flexible. Whether you're a student, a stay-at-home parent, or someone juggling a full-time job, these hustles can fit around your life, not the other way around. It won't happen overnight, but if you stick with it, stay consistent, and treat it like a real opportunity, you could easily find yourself making an extra $500 or more every single week, just like I did. And the best part? You don't have to wait for permission. You already have everything you need. Just open that laptop and get started. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like these, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our video. See you next time.